Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Chocolate Thunder podcast. My name is Joshua Rosas. Today I wanted to talk about how easy it is to become impatient and kind of get discouraged about not getting booked. In reality, I know I'm not ready to get booked. I got some solid jokes. I got some solid jokes in my lineup, but to really say that I could get booked on the show, I don't. I know for a fact I'm not ready. There's a lot of stuff that I need to work on, like getting my set down to where it's memorized and it just comes out second nature to where I don't necessarily have to depend on notes. And, because I think it's very easy to become envious of other comedians who are kind of doing well and getting booked on lots of stuff and having these clubs and, open mics and other places kind of promote them. Even if they're your friend, you still get a little bit envious over it. And I think that's due to the fact that comedy is kind of like a selfish sport where you're a one man team and you'll kind of do whatever it takes and sacrifice whatever in order to get your time in and put your name out there. And so, you might miss family events, like birthdays, weddings. You put in a lot of late nights. You might, depending on your job, you might use up any sick and vacation time that you might have. Yeah, you just kind of want to do anything just to get out there. Like right now, I haven't been able to get up in a couple of weeks because of because of work and everything like that. And it's definitely triggering me and sparking my anxiety because then, even if it's not true, it kind of feels like you're getting left behind. I feel like all these other comedians who are out there putting in their time, doing their spots, you know, they're out there, an opportunity is going to get presented to them. And by me not being there, I miss my chance. And, I know that's not always the case. I know they're putting in their time just the same way that I put in mine. And, I kind of have to keep reminding myself that, hey, this is the long game. I can't rush it no matter how bad I want it to happen or how quickly I want it to happen. If I'm not ready, I'm just not ready. And that's where the importance of, putting in this time and putting in all this effort, that's where it comes into play because, I think I mentioned it before. It's almost like a musician who practices their skill, really works to hone it and stuff like that. The more they practice, the better they get at playing a certain song or a certain scale or, riff or whatever the case may be. And for us comedians, these open mics, they are, our practice. So it's going to take time. And I just have to keep reminding myself of that because, like I said earlier, it's definitely very easy to get envious. And, it shouldn't be that way. I mean, we're all out here struggling together, some more than others. I know I definitely got it good. I'm not struggling as much as some of the other comedians might be. I don't know their situations and in their personal lives. I'm just an outsider looking in. But, I gotta remind myself that, we should really be boosting each other up and helping each other out. I shouldn't be worried about, what opportunities they're getting or what great stuff is happening with them. I really think that I should be more happy for them and, promote that success because it almost feels like when one of your own makes it or somebody that makes it, even if it's not to the big leagues, but just that next step, it kind of feels like, we all made it. And I don't know if everybody else feels that way. It could just be me. But I think it's definitely something to, be celebrated and keep in mind because I don't want them to, see me as the green envy monster in the room that, is just jealous and only thinks of himself because yes, in a way you almost have to think of yourself because only you can put in the work and only you can kind of get yourself to that next level by putting in the practice and going to do spots. All that is self reliance. All that's however much hard work you put in is how much you'll get back in return. And so if I say have a lazy week or just don't feel like doing spots, that's nobody else's fault. I shouldn't be jealous of them or envious of them, I should say. And because they're doing better. But if I want to do that, I just got to put in my time and work my butt off to get to that next level. Make sure I'm constantly writing and working on jokes, but then not letting the jokes that are already worked on and well practiced, don't let them get out of practice. Stay up to date with them, kind of mix things up, which is what I do whenever I do some of my spots. I like to put a little bit of my newer stuff towards the beginning and put some of the older stuff towards the end, just because that's more just staying in practice. That's the hits, the classics. Like if you go and see your favorite band go and play, and they bust out a couple new songs there, but then they finish strong with a song that everybody knows. It's similar to that way of thinking. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch on that because I have seen a few of my friends, my comedic friends out there, getting booked and doing spots. And of course I got things going on in my own life that haven't been letting me get to as many spots as I would like to. And I would find myself kind of looking at their posts with envy, like oh, that should be me, or why can't I get spots there, or why can't I get booked on this show? And the answer is simple. I just got to put in the time, get out there, and really just put in the work. It's as simple as that. Just put in the work and let opportunities come, and then take fully advantage of them. So this way, I can't say I missed an opportunity just because I was being lazy or just didn't feel like going. I really think that's one thing to keep in mind when I look at all these posts and everything like that. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that and kind of give a point of view from my perspective, and kind of just let y'all in on what goes through my head and when I'm doing comedy or thinking about comedy and stuff like that. But that's going to be it for me today. Please leave a like and consider subscribing. Also, be sure to check out my social medias. The links will be in the description box below. And thanks for tuning in. I'll see y'all in the next one.